How's it going, everybody? Reaper 31 here. I'd like to welcome you back to the Manager Mode series with Lazio and FIFA 15. It's a little early in the morning for me, but I have a guest with me. Matt 10 is back for another Deadline Day special.
Yeah.
Yeah, he finally got off the links and laid off killing some terrorists to get my videos checked out, and he was ready to do this Deadline Day special. How you doing this morning, Matt?
Hey man, it's early. It's raining, but it's a good day. It's a good day.
Oh yeah, it's pouring rain. It woke me up.
I've been watching Lazio career mode, as you know, for the last 3 days straight. So I'm proud of myself. I
How
caught up
many
like
episodes
a
did you get down? Cause you
dude.
were
I got it all done. I started at what? Well, I said I started at the Siena match. I think it was like 75, and got done this morning with the 96 at Hellas Verona.
yeah, that's like 20 some episodes.
That's right. That's right.
Dedication,
That is
dedication.
dedication.
Yeah.
I need to know what I'm talking
All
about.
right,
So,
since this is so fresh in your mind,
uh-oh.
what? It's just gonna be a general question. I
Uh-huh.
mean, you were there. You seen the Everton. What have you noticed differently with me at Lazio that you didn't see at Everton? Just
Man, I think the biggest thing is you've got a team um, that is building from the back, and you've got a midfield that's kind of anchoring it all together. You still have kind of the same dynamic with like one lone striker, but um, it's almost more effective than it was in Everton. Granted, I mean you've got the Premier League, which is a lot faster paced and everything, but I would say you're a lot more competitive with Lazio than you were with Everton. There's not as much, there's no real kind of bonehead plays from your teammates too much. But I would just say it's just more competitive. You're in every single match. It's not you're not being dominated like you were at Everton. I think
yeah.
it just looks better. I think it's what happens in real life to managers. They start to learn a little bit more, and this is your second go around. So, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Um, let's see. Yeah. If you, I don't know if anybody here is subscribed to Chalupawana, but he's just started doing an Everton career mode, and
Oh,
he's made mine look silly. I'll tell you that. He is
I'll have
good.
to I'll have to check that out. I
Yeah, he
didn't know
just
Shallow
started
was
a
doing
couple episodes in, and I was gonna
fantastic.
try to get him a guest. I was trying to get him on the show with us, but he was a little busy, school stuff and all. But
I'll
uh,
have to check that out.
yeah, but his Everton stuff's really good. He's only a couple episodes in, like I said. What do you think of the moves this season? I'm going to talk specifically about my latest signee, El Aribe.
I like him. I like him. I don't know where I've seen him before.
He was
Was
at
Chalu was
Chil-
Chalu playing with him at
yeah,
Granada?
at
Okay,
Granada. Yeah.
solid. Fits in that role perfectly. I mean, let's face it, Rick. Alvarez was not cutting it. And I honestly don't think Djordjevic was playing that well either. I think you need somebody who's a little bit more lighter on their feet. And he's also kind of a poacher. He's there at the right time. He can also draw in some fouls, and he can hold up the ball pretty well from what I saw. It's allowing your entire team to really take advantage. I think you're going to see Lombardi really step up as a result because he's going to be able to play off of El Aribe a lot more.
Absolutely. Quick look at the standing. Well, I'll gotta wait for the stream to catch up. But do you think I got a good deal for just a straight swap with Alvarez on that? Because
I think if you think about it in terms of not really the dollar for dollar, but the value of what you're going to see with El Ribe, who's already scored 2 goals.
yeah, I'm like,
I mean, Alvarez was, hold the ball. He's slow, he
yeah,
looked so slow with you. It just was, he could hold the ball up kind of, but I mean, he's kind of like, he wasn't really that great at Inter in real life, and he's done a little bit at Sunderland, but, and I don't know. I'm not a big fan. He's just kind of slow for me, and he looked very like his, he was playing in cement at times with you, and then he got injured for a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he took a bit of a knock, and really, he just form just was dropped, and
Yeah,
I mean, it was bad all the time I had him, so I really couldn't use him. And besides, with Georgievic was injured most, but Pera
yeah.
kind of stepped up a little bit.
Oh,
I
well, I
think,
think it's important. You get your, I mean, especially in the Serie A, you've got your, looking at the standings right now, you're in fourth, and your
hmm
goal for, I mean, that's another big difference with your Everton, compared to Lazio. Your goal for and goal against, I mean, that margin, is pretty significant.
yeah.
10. So that's good. That's kind of what you're looking for, and
hmm
you're up there, man. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, looking at the table, it has gotten very tight since January's ended for sure. I mean,
Hmm.
Juve were kind of running away with it, and then I think after we beat them, they took another loss as well. So they've kind of fallen back towards the pack, and really, it's still pretty tight all the way up and down the top if you look at it. I mean,
Yeah, and it really is. I mean, there's still a chance. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta watch out. I mean, you've got those, starting with Fiorentina. Those guys can creep up on you. So
yeah,
it's really exciting. Overall, I love watching. I mean, you guys know. I mean, if you ever on my streams, I always try to play like with some Serie A teams, and I enjoy it because it's just you see more fouls, you see just more physicality, and it's always it's not anybody just doesn't run away with it. Juve is a great team, you know, and but
they're
then you've got Milan, you got Inter, Roma. I mean, you got such top
yeah.
teams, so yeah, it's exciting. I'm
Well,
enjoying it.
the only saving grace we really have is we've already played our two games against Juve. I think we still
Yeah,
have one more against Inter, Roma, and Milan
right.
as well. But making strides for sure. It's been tough, but yeah, the team's played well, and I think we've played so well even despite our injury woes. We're at, I mean, we've gone through some injuries to some of my star players, and yet I've been able to find goals from multiple guys. And, El Ribe obviously being the newest one, but
Yeah, I would agree with
all
that.
right. Well, we're just about wrapping up here, and we'll go through the day and see if I get any offers. But the what was your what match did you find the most exciting in your quick
Oh
review of
man,
them?
you know, yeah, there's like it's such a blur of the matches I saw, but um, just I don't remember which one it was, but I was thinking in terms of the best goal, and I think it was the one. I don't know if it was the Sienna one. It was one of those where the guy just blasted that shot from like 40 yards, and it dipped low. I think that was Sienna, but that was
hmm
a great goal. That's what stuck in my mind. I hadn't seen a goal like that in FIFA 15 for a while.
hmm
I haven't been playing as much, but in
Yeah.
terms of the best match, I mean, Juve, honestly, Juve, the most recent Juve match
Um,
that you had to play. I think you won that one, right? 2-1, I
Yes,
think.
yes, I
Yeah,
did.
it was incredible. I think you won it with like in the last in stoppage time. I think.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, I
yeah,
did.
it was it was crazy. I mean, to go to you were away nonetheless,
Yeah, I
and that was ridiculous.
that was one game I was kind of dreading because I'm like, oh, how am I going to get at least? I was more worried about getting the point. I was like, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Then we
of
went up,
course.
and I'm like, okay, okay. And then they came back. I'm like, well, that's not a surprise. Let's just hold the line. Let's get the result. And then just out of nowhere, bam. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh my goodness, I think I just sealed the win.
and I think at the center spot, the referee blew the final whistle. I
Yeah.
think if I remember correctly. So, yeah, that was
I
really
I think
exciting.
I think that whole time from when I got the goal to the end of the game, I was screaming. I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is going on. What the heck's
Yeah,
this isn't supposed to happen this way?" But all right.
that's the joy of being able to scream when you don't have children in the
Yeah.
house, and
Yeah, I need to try to tone that down a little bit, but that's
nah,
okay.
enjoy while it lasts, man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
no, but it's enjoyable because it's because you that's what's cool about the entire setup is there's nobody else that's doing full matches like this and using sliders on top of that. So It's exciting to watch, and your commentary along with just watching and rooting for you is what makes it exciting. And people are going to catch on to how awesome it is, and especially those that want to see the sliders in action.
Yeah, good plug for the sliders. Yeah,
Yes,
Operation
always.
Sports Community set sliders. You can go check them out at Operation Sports Forum. One more guy I want to talk about is Pekarik, the signing we got from Berlin at the beginning of the season.
hmm
Do you have any thoughts about how he played, or just
To be honest, I didn't really pay too much attention. He kind of gets lost in the matches
shuffle?
sometimes, but I think yeah, it's tough because he's 29. He's getting to his, that hump, I guess, and
Yeah,
but he's got good value and he's increased a little bit.
yeah,
He's that's it's a pretty high price tag.
yeah.
But I think you could. You've got some good challenges as well there for him in that
Mhm.
right back spot.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is, I think if whoever's the wing over there is what's going to make him stand out a lot more. I
And
haven't seen him go up too much, but
yeah,
I could be mistaken. I really haven't paid attention too much to
yeah.
him.
Well, with Pekarik, he's kind of sharing time with Can Vanda,
Cavanda, yeah,
yeah, who's
that makes
who's
sense.
still injured. So during his time Kavanda's been injured, he's really stepped up for me, played a lot well, and he's had to because of usually his wing partners, either Lombardi, which has helped him out a lot, or Rossi.
Mm-hmm.
But the good news is Candreva is due to be back. I think in 2 more episodes he'll be back.
Man,
Finally into the lineup, and then look out because if hopefully he doesn't lose a step because man he was just tearing it up for me at the beginning of the year. Like I could
yeah,
do no
yeah.
wrong with Candreva. I mean,
No, he
what a
was your anchor.
beast.
Yeah. That's a guy that I think could easily play. I mean, you could even play him up top if you absolutely are desperate. He's just
Yeah.
a versatile player.
Well, I did there for a while. I was playing the 4-3-3.
The 4-3-3, yeah,
Yeah, he's more of a winger than a midfielder, but
sure.
due to the defensive struggles I faced earlier in the year, I decided to drop to the 4-4-1-1.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think
It's
with the
actually worked
Serie,
out.
yeah, the Serie A, you get your goal and you hunker down, as best as you can.
Yeah. You um any where would you think are there any gaps you feel like I need to fill? Maybe not this deadline day, but by next summer, because I'm assuming I'm gonna be still around.
Yeah, unless you get that phantom sacking.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I love Biglia. I
Mhm.
think Biglia is a perfect, almost like a DM as well.
Yeah.
But he's great when he gets up top. But I think if you get, I like Ananzi. I would love just a player there, like a higher caliber player than Anansi. Just maybe somebody who stands out just a little bit more creative, like your true number 10. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? A true number 10 would be fantastic right there. Doesn't even have to be where Ederson is. Ederson's great on the outlet over
Yeah.
there, and then you've got. I'm assuming you're going to be starting El Aribe, if that's the plan, or
Him and Georgievic.
Djordjevic, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think a true number 10 player really is what I would go after. Because you've got the young,
Hmm.
Lombardi on one wing who comes in for Rossi, and then you've got your left mid, your left wing as well. But I think your defensive line's solid. But I really like to see possibly like just a number 10, a true playmaker, if you will. I don't know. I can't
Yeah.
think of any players off the top of my head, but I'm
Well,
sure you have some.
let's not forget I do have Matty Martinez from
Mm-hmm.
Florentina coming in next season on free transfer. His
Mm-hmm.
contract came up and I bought it out,
Mm-hmm.
so he could be that number 10 you're thinking about. And I'm kind of thinking the same thing. I need kind of that dynamic playmaker, kind of in the middle, orchestrating the play a little bit better.
Yeah.
Um,
Man, it looks. I
Ederson,
think.
for as good as he is, he's not really much of a playmaker. He's more of a, just kind of a poacher almost, maybe. I'm
Right.
thinking.
Right. Exactly.
But Fernandez could be that 10. Yeah, I kind of agree. But I think with the addition of El Uribe, there could be possibility of moving up to two striker formation
Hmm.
because they're both kind of, for the contracts, they're both want first team time. And I think they can maybe work together with Djordjevic being kind of the target man and El Uribe kind of just being around the box poaching.
Yeah, I mean it's going to come down to. I mean, if you depend, if you're trying to get pretty high and beat Juve out, you definitely have to get your goals. Sometimes, I mean, you're about to be in the second half of the season, so it's definitely important you get those goals and definitely not concede any. But I would definitely go after more goals. So I mean, you've got a good amount of goals. Considering how Everton was. You've got, what do we say, like 30 something, 33,
Yeah,
33 goals
33
and
goals.
23
Yeah.
conceded. Yeah, so you bump that up, get into the 40 level. I mean, you'll definitely be on track. So
hmm Well, I'm gonna head and get started with the countdown here. Just get
do
it
it.
out of the way here. So we've done quite a bit of rambling already. Like I said, I'm not planning to make any more signings just because if I, yeah, I've got like 4.5 million in the bank and I don't have a lot of wages to spend, and I really don't see unless I get rid of some players that I want to buy anybody to fill any voids. I mean, we've already heard enough.
Any any random cheapos that you would think of that?
Not at the moment. Mostly my focus on the scouting is going to be on the youth guys from here on out until next summer when I try to figure out who I can get rid of and who I can't.
Yeah.
I've had a tough time unloading guys from Lazio. Like I think I've
Hmm.
got like a bunch of older guys that aren't getting any playing time. I'm trying to get them out the door, but no one's buying right now.
Hmm.
And the and I've got some young kids on loan, ready to send out a loan, but no one's buying. It's been a kind of a it's the only 74 million spent today. It's not really big money day.
No, definitely not.
I don't know if you see there, Mr. Rossi from Florentina, who gave me so many fits last season, is going to Inter Milan from Florentina for 25.5 million.
Good night.
Oh, Inter is an interesting team now.
That's a fantastic signing for them.
Yeah, they're looking to make a run now. I just don't have the money to hold up with them. I mean, I could push my luck and get some more money at the board, but I really don't think it's necessary. I think we're in a good spot, and I don't think I need to like say, "Oh, I'm going to win the league if you give me another 50 million." If I give you, "Oh yeah, win the league," and I'll give you 1 million. I'm like,
Just be careful. Your fans could come after you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There are pundits out there.
Mm-hmm. My phone goes off here. Anyway, let's finish out this mode. Any other things you want to talk about with the sliders and how you've seen them play, or the career mode in general?
I'm enjoying it. I think it's definitely like I said, a lot more competitive than Everton. A lot more. You're up there, man. I mean,
Yeah.
to see that if you have a possibility to play, Champions League football, I mean, that's gonna be another level. That's gonna be really, really exciting. Well, but I think you've got a good, solid squad. I think I'm really excited to see how the rest of the season goes. I mean, I don't have too much to add on because I'm kind of just waiting. It's like where's my next episode? Am I going to subscribe to Hulu here?
Yeah.
So
I should
it's like
charge for this stuff. This stuff is grade A quality. No one's giving you this juicy career mode like I do.
well, nobody is, but the thing is, it's I mean, if you people using sliders and then on top of that playing their entire matches, I mean, it'll catch on. But I think I'm definitely excited to see what Lazio is going to do. Hopefully, they don't phantom sack you or anything like that.
Phantom
So
sack me.
yeah, that could be a problem. Transfer
Uh-oh.
deadline,
It's
fantastic.
over with. And I take and I get another injury report. Somebody got injured on the pitch.
Nice,
Go figure.
always.
I want to take a look at the youth academy because that's been kind of an issue of hot debate on this career mode between some of my subscribers. and I don't know if you've seen my.
No, I didn't see. I honestly didn't pay attention. I have a tendency not to look at youth players. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just like that, so I don't know.
it's all about the youth, man. You can find some real studs here.
It is. It is.
Um, Really, the discussion is going to be on Mr. Arcebi, the 16-year-old striker I
Mm.
have, who's potential to be somewhere between 84 and 94.
Mm-hmm.
And he's already, I'm thinking the higher end of 58, perhaps. So,
Yeah, good size on him. 5'10" already.
yeah. And
16. Yeah.
how's it going to everybody in the chat? Sorry I haven't gotten to you guys. Ra, I can't even say that name. Sorry, dude. Not even gonna try.
Ratasha. Oh,
There you go.
Ratasha.
Rajatashi, yeah. Actually, I was gonna go check the scouting report. I don't know if you know this trick. You can actually scout youth players with your GTN scouts.
No, didn't know that.
I didn't either until my man Chalupa pointed me out to a guy called Bama Striker. He does a lot of testing with youth squad and how it works. Like, the biggest debate is whether I should sign RCB before or after May, because May they get the quote unquote bump in overall, or their stats
Yeah,
just
right.
jump. There's some debate. Well, if you don't do them before, their physical stats don't grow. But the things I saw, it seems it's kind of varied. Depends. Sometimes it goes. Sometimes they don't go up. Sometimes they do go up. It just kind of depends on the player.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I don't think Mr. RCB is good enough to cut. I don't think his overall is high enough just yet. Because usually, if their overall is over 60, you can get the little message saying that they're got the potential to be special, or
Right.
got showing good potential. If they're under 60 overall, you won't see any message because they're not high enough yet. But
That makes sense.
yeah, we're still working on. The kids are stirring. I need to wrap this up.
Exactly.
All right, dude. Anything else you want to add
Oh man,
about my
I'm excited
Lazio
to see.
besides how awesome it's been playing this series? As
Yeah, it's
from
been
going
enjoyable.
from Everton, where we were, hanging by your fingernails this season, really putting up a fight despite all the injuries and suspensions I've had to put up with. This team, I just keep finding players that will play, like Lombardi. It's just going to be a shame because he's probably not going to get a lot of playing time once Kandreva comes back.
Mm-hmm.
And just different quality player, obviously.
Yeah, I think it'll be. I think it'll be exciting just to see what turns up, and I'm thinking El Arabi's going to get just a lot more goals. Hopefully, he stays healthy.
Yeah, that's the thing is, can we keep our guys healthy enough for this run? We still have Europa League to deal with, and I believe my first leg is against PSV,
Hmm.
which would be interesting because they're still quite talented, young talented team.
Yeah,
still
that's
at this point, and could be a tough sledding for me. But we've already met the objectives for the Europa League and the Cup. I'm on target for the league. They want me to finish in the Champions League spots, so I'm still hitting that target. Unlike last season at Everton, where I was looking like I was going down. Gonna drag the Toffees to relegation.
That's right.
But to be fair, I brought them back. I brought them back up.
That's all right.
I did Roberto Mateo. I
You
brought
said
him back
Roberto
up.
Matteo.
Or Roberto Martinez, sorry. Ugh,
Yeah.
it's early. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Look at that. I kept it under half an hour like I promised.
Nice job.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
Awesome. Thanks again, Matt. Thank you for cranking out, watching the vids, and enjoying them so much. They've been a lot of fun to play with. I will be honest. This career mode's been so much fun, and also now we've got my new player career mode series with the MLS and NYC.
That's gonna be exciting.
Which is awfully fun. It's going to be a little wonky because sometimes you won't see the broadcast camera jumps from me to overall to me to overall just to make sure I If I have the ball, it's on me. If not, it's gonna be just wherever the ball is.
I know it. That's the one
All
thing.
eyes on me. Okay, I'm just gonna say that now.
I just wish they had PES's player fix camera with FIFA's.
Ah,
That's so good.
that would be nice.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's it for deadline day. Like I said, I wasn't gonna look to buy any more players. Just mostly gonna focus on getting the youth, finish scouting out my youth players from here on out, and just trying to figure out how to offload some of these older players that are just pretty much extra padding on my squad. But I'd like to thank Matt 10 for keeping the kid quiet for at least half an hour. And the
That's
wife
right.
letting him come and do this again. I really appreciate it, Matt. And
Of course.
everybody, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll try to get this episode uploaded here shortly. So take care, and thanks again, Matt, for coming on to my little deadline day special.
No problem. Have a good one.
All right, take it easy, guys.